In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the most merciful, all praise is due to Allah, Lord of all the worlds, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad and his messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Brothers and sisters, I would like to say something about the fall of the Nation of Islam after the passing of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. May the peace and blessings of Allah forever be upon him. The Quran says, Allah taketh away from whom he pleases and giveth to whom he pleases. But when Allah actually did it, the Arabs couldn't understand it. The Son of Man came to America from the East to find and separate and restore the lost found members of the Nation of Islam, which numbers 4,400,000,000,000 members. He found us in a mentally and physically pathetic condition, not in a holistic state of being, brothers and sisters. No knowledge of self and others. We were deprived of our ancient history beyond our 400 years here in America. We were the first to settle Africa. We are from the ancient tribe of Shabazz that existed 50,000 years ago. We were the first to establish the holy city Mecca, the first to live in Egypt. This is what the slave master knew, but would not dare tell you this history. It took Master Farad Muhammad, Allah, to come in person and raise for us a messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, to teach us this divine truth of self. Knowledge is like a tree that has deep roots in the ground. However, once you cut off the trunk of the tree from its roots and the tree can't get its nourishment, the tree will surely die. In 1950, when the lost foundation was at its height, the seed of dissension was sown. When some of the Arabs came to America claiming support from Mr. Muhammad and his teachings. And in appreciation, the messenger gave many of them jobs in the nation, some as school teachers. And many brothers and sisters learned fluent Arabic, and some studied their school lessons in Arabic in the East. Then the Arabs began secretly teaching Orthodox Islam, which is the belief in a mystery God. When the messenger realized what their intentions were, he began to take action. I read where the messenger fired one of the Arab teachers for teaching Orthodox Islam. The Arabs began secretly teaching that Allah is a spirit and that Prophet Muhammad was the last messenger. And they secretly started gaining converts to that teaching in and amongst the Nation of Islam. Among their strongest believers was the messenger's own son, Wallace D. Muhammad. And now we know his Orthodox Islamic history. In C. Eric Lincoln's book, entitled The Black Muslims in America, he said there were two positions or two camps in the Nation of Islam at that time. One, those who wanted change to convert the Nation of Islam over into Orthodox Islam, and those who wanted the teachers to remain the same with no change, brought to us by Master Farad Muhammad and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that teaching that was tried and true. The messenger told some ministers that the lost foundation of Islam would fall, and if you tried to stop it, you tried to get in the way, you could be killed. In 1975, witnessed by one minister, Wallace D. Muhammad brought some brothers to Chicago armed with guns. As he said, as he embraced some of the brothers, he could feel that they had weapons. As he then Wallenstein Muhammad became the self-proclaimed leader of the Nation of Islam. However, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad still won because he was able to get this truth out. The lost found Nation of Islam, he said, was a temporal thing. The message said it was to show us what we could be, what we could have if we had united and pooled our resources together. He said that if Allah comes tomorrow, we must eat today. You see? He said, but the message said the nation would rise again with Master Farah Muhammad, the God, the best knower, Allah in person, in control. We are closer to leaving with the 10,000 angels than we are to any rebuilding of the old lost and found nation of Islam. Because we not lost anymore. We are now found. Assalamu alaikum.